这里再次说明各场次发表人应注意事项。发表人各自发表时间将在2分钟时举牌一次提醒，结束时则将再次举牌提醒。Here is a quick reminder for all sessions presenters. Each presenter will have an allotted time for their presentation. A time card will be shown when there are 2 minutes remaining, and another will be shown when the time is up. Thank you. 大会提醒您，简报可以从直播的回放中观看，谢谢。
好，在外面还在聊天的伙伴们，可不可以请进来？Hello， 要不要帮我叫一下那个婷婷，到外面叫一下。来，我们要开始喽，请大家可以进来喽。好，我们下一场接的2场是特别请到了2位日本来的教授，跟我们分享他们日本的经验。那第一场是赤池胜吾教授，Professor Akake 他是高知大学的老师哈。那刚刚这个连宏他有提到，赤池教授在台湾去年是做兼任教授嘛，兼任老师，所以他不仅仅跟高知大学跟那个高科大有很深的连结，赤池老师跟海洋大学也有很深的连结。我们当初做国际的时候，一开始我就是找赤池老师。赤池老师他同时也是现在台日联盟高知大学的营运会的委员。他今天要跟我们分享的题目是透过国际交流探索地方振兴日本学生的学习成果与个人发展。好，我们接下来就把时间交给Professor Akake, please.
你好，大家。My name is Shingo. 你好。My name is Shingo Akake from Kochi University. Today, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share our experience and our student activities. Also, thank you the USR Center. Thank you for the Haiyan Dash. So today I'm talking about exploring the regional revitalization through international student exchange. International means Taiwan and Japan student exchange. And also, directly I want to share our experience and how the student ability is improving during the student exchange. Sorry, this is not made in Japan. I don't know how to use it. Can you tell me? How can I use this? Oh, the one push, okay. Okay. Let me explain a little bit about the Kochi. The Kochi is Sugo, a little bit far from Tokyo and the Osaka. And the population about 640,000 population. Every year, 1% population is decreasing. So now we are talking about not in like Tokyo or like Osaka. We are talking in the Sugo, it's a small prefectures. And 3 years before, I think now we have a direct flight from Toen to Kochi. So maybe two times a week, and it's really easy to come to Taiwan. Also, it's more便宜 to come to Taiwan. So this is a population change. Now our population is going very rapidly decreasing in Kochi prefecture. So this is like a Kochi, and what we're talking about the region. Our region is Kochi. So a little bit about my university, the Kochi University, we established in 1949. So last year was the 75 years anniversary. We have 6 faculty and 1 research laboratory. Our student is 5,500. We have the medical school and we have a hospital. So the teaching staff and also the medical staff, we have a lot. So total we have over 700 members in my university. I already mentioned that our Kochi prefecture, the population is less than 700,000. So it means my university is not big university, but we have more than 1% of population in the Kochi prefecture. So the impact is not so small. I think this is one character of like a university related to the region, and also it's really important to think about what we can do in the regions. So maybe 20 years ago, like we start to teaching or thinking about the regional collaboration during 20 years. So we have a faculty of regional collaboration. The Japanese first faculty that's specializing in regional collaboration, collaborate with local peoples or local government, or local companies. So the over 600 hours field work in Kochi prefecture in 3 years. So every week I take like a teacher taking the student to the field and going around doing this. And 600 hours the field work in Kochi prefecture. And also I already mentioned the Kochi University, Kochi prefecture, the population is decreasing, but we have 1% of the population in my university. So we try to supporting the student in finding job in Kochi. It means like after graduate, they can, if they wanted to stay in Kochi, we want to supporting the student in the finding employment in Kochi. So we already certificated over 300 students to finding, to continue to living in Kochi after graduate. So during like 30 years, we are more focused on the region, the Kochi prefecture, because like a local problem, the regional decline caused by the depopulation and also the aging societies. So in Kochi, the population is decreasing, and also the aging rate is rising. So it has made some like a lot of like a problem in the region. So we try to finding the solution in Kochi prefecture. But lately, the other hand, the globalization is coming to Kochi. For example, including the foreign workers, especially in the agriculture workers, as from the Vietnam or also the Philippines, Indonesia. So their number is getting increasing, but the population is decreasing. So we have a lot of like foreign workers in Kochi prefecture. And also, now we are more focused on the tourism industry. The partner is Taiwan. Taiwanese people coming a lot to Kochi. So the tourist industry try to do something to good more relation between Taiwan or Taiwanese tourists. And also we are realizing the multicultural society because we have a lot of the foreigners coming, and also it's including the tourists. So we have somehow to making good relation with like international peoples. So now our university focus on not only local problem. Now we are focused on the global like issues or global relations. So that's why we start to collaborate with international universities. We collaborate with the different Johnson, and also Italy is collaborate with like the disaster prevention, and Indonesia is agricultural farmers, the relations. So our education is for not only the region, and now we are more international solution. We try to find some international solution. That's why we are calling global and local, we calling the glocal to try to to make a solution in Kochi and other countries. So today I want to share our experience with the Professor Liu already mentioned that we start the student exchange from 2022. So this is maybe 4 years, 3 years so past. So I want to explain about last year exchange programs. So 2024 August, we have a 12 days workshop. The Kochi University student, the 21 students joined, and the Taiwan from Haiyan Dashi and Kaohsiung Kuji Dashi, the student coming to Kochi, stay 12 days in Kochi Prefecture. So this program is not like a language exchange, but we using English, but this is not like language exchange, the programs. This is different chance and the programs. So we have a 12 days, and also over 1 week we stay in the communities. This is a little bit different in Taiwanese program, I think. And in the half year later, we send our students to Taiwan. So in this year, the February, in Haiyan Dashi, we send 5 students, and we send 10 students to Kaohsiung Kuji Dashi. Also the same, the English. So we stay in the 8 days, the programs, in Haiyan Dashi and the Kaohsiung Kuji Dashi. So our program is exchange program. We are not just sending, or we are not just accepting Taiwanese students. So students can have the experience in Japan and also in Taiwan. So same student going to Taiwan, and we accepting the Taiwanese student. So students have a 1 year programs to the workshop in Kochi and in Taiwan. So our program is a little bit longer and a little bit different from the other Japanese program, I think. So that's why we made the leaflet or pamphlet in English. Pamphlet is okay. Pamphlet for Taiwanese students in Chinese. So maybe you can check the detail from the QR code. So because sometimes like Taiwanese students are not understanding what our university program is. So we stay 1 week in the community, and the Professor Liu, he already mentioned, we have to 做饭, 一起做饭的, and 睡觉, 一起睡觉, and 1 week. So it's so long, and Taiwanese student is really tough to stay in the Japanese community for 1 week. So sometimes we have no separated bus. So they have to take together with the students. They don't want to, I know. So we have to telling the student that what kind of program we are. So this is like a Kochi program, Kochi workshop. So we sending our students in Chongshan, Nakayama areas, the one communities. The population is just like about 400 population. The aging rate is over 57%. This is another character of Japanese rural area of the communities is the elderly people. The half of elderly people are living alone. The partners are already passed away or somehow continue to living in the communities. So this is a little bit different in Taiwanese, I think, in the communities. So what they do during the 1 week or 12 days. So first 2 days, we have an orientation and we introduce themselves in university. And the second day later, we send the student to the communities. This photo is the local governors is teaching the community to the student. And during the 1 week, they have a field work and discussion and local experience in continuing for 1 week. So it's really tough. and especially for Taiwanese students, because like, our students are used to do this kind of workshop, but maybe Taiwanese students, a different environment, different countries, and it's really difficult situation to stay in the Japanese rural areas for 1 week. So after that, we have the presentation for the local peoples. I think this is most important to what we can do for the communities. So we can suggest the improvement of the regional problems, and also we can tell directly what students think about they living in the community for 1 week. So it's really important to telling our experience to the local people directly. And finally, we're going back to the university, and we have a presentation in front of the vice president. Okay, this is like 12 days. We have this kind of programs. So during the 12 days, how Japanese student ability is changing. This is my topic. So the method is, we don't have any method about how to measure the student ability in the different chance and programs. So we're using another program, how to say, indicators. So this time, the 14 Kochi University students, they have the questionnaire before the program and after the programs. So we want to know their ability change during these 12 days. So we have 5 indicators. So Professor Liu is already mentioned that we have, how to say in English, but it's kind of difficult to explain, but the A is jumping into a new environment, try to do something in new environment. And also B is like exploring to research something. And C is taking action by he or herself, and also working together, collaboration. And E is something to telling their opinion or their idea to share to others. We have these 5 indicators, and each indicator has 5 questions. So we have 0 to 4 scale, so 5 scale to the student checking, totally 25 questions, I think. Yeah, then we checking. So this is a result of the Kochi, the program in Kochi. So it's one of Japanese student character that before the program, their ability or their evaluation is very low. In Taiwanese students, they are very high. I mean, too high. Before the workshop, the Taiwanese student already is full mark, full targets. So we try to use the method to Taiwanese student, but it's the So this time, I just showing Japanese students. This is very interesting for me. The students are really high. They believe in their ability is very high. And also they are not changing after the workshop. So it's happily that after the workshop, every indicator is plus 5 points. So students believing that their ability is improving. So it's really nice, especially in maybe the A is something to do in the new environment, and also good to communicate with others. So, but the limited improvement in something to research or deeply thinking or deeply research is not so. It's already improving, but it's not so high. But the whole our students are believing that after these 12 days, the student ability, or she or herself believing to their ability is improving. So this is what after the workshop there was students think about it. I want to explain about it. So first, our student is like almost like a first or second year grade student, so they cannot speak English well. So the first one is really happy. It's really difficult to tell in English to communicate, but they try to speak or they try to communicate in English. So Taiwanese students are not native students, so they try to listening really hard. So it's very good to try to speak in English or try to communicate with Taiwanese students. And second one, I think this is very important. So Taiwanese student asking our student, what is this, what is this, what is this? So Japanese student doesn't know, but they're living in Kochi, but they don't know about Kochi. So it's really good to realize what is the potential of the rural areas, the regions, or what is the problem in the regions, the communities. So I think this is very important. That's why we accept Taiwanese or international students in Kochi to doing the workshop together. So one really good question from Taiwanese students that I already mentioned that in Nakayama area, this area is over 50% of the elderly people living alone. So Taiwanese students asking why they are living alone, why their son or their daughter are not inviting them. It's a really good question. So I just checked in the statistic that Taiwan is 9% of the elderly people living alone. In Taiwan, in Japan, it's twice. They're over 20. But in this area, it's over 50%. This is a very good question. So Japanese students cannot answer because they believe that the elder people living alone, it's like a normal things in the communities. So that's why they try to going around to visiting the elderly people. How to say? Simply why you are living alone? And are you happy? Or what are your hobbies? What time you are really happy staying here? They try to try to understand the region or communities. It's really good. This is why we are doing the international collaboration in Kochi areas. Though this is this February in Hayandashe, it's a Badozu, it's just there. Yeah, so this is very good, the workshop. So it's almost the same, like first day we have the experience, the orientation, and the student stay in the Sushu. My pronunciation is okay? Sushu. Student, Sushu. Yeah, Sushu. It's really nice to just going every day. They can go to the Badotsu, and the field work and discussion and the regional experience. So I was really surprised in the field work in Taiwan, and the people speaking Chongwen, Taiyu, Liwen, Inwen. It's 4 language. I was really surprised, and sometimes like one person, he is over 19 years old. He can speak Japanese, so students can directly talk with the local people. We cannot do this kind of the experience in Japan. So Japanese student telling to Taiwanese student in English to translate it to English. It's really good. So we have 8 days in Badotsu or in Hayandashe. So this is evaluation change. It's same the Japanese student before the program, its ability is a little bit better than the half year later, half year before. So that's 3 points including. So I think this is like just only 14 students, but especially in the collaboration with Taiwanese students, it's really improving. So this is like a 1-year program. So in Japan and in Taiwan, the student ability is improving, I hope. And also, student during 1 year, the student have they believe that they can do something before the 1 year before. So now they try to speak in English and they try to do something to go into the field. So improvement in Taiwan, the coaches, both is improving. This is very important, I think. So pass. So second one is it's my personal experience, or I'm in charge of the international exchange for the 3 or 4 years. So this is the perspective of Taiwanese students, what Taiwanese students think about the different chances. This is very important, I think. The student try to more focus on the improve or solution for some personal problem, I think. Like these pictures, maybe this is student like me, I think. Like a student, some student try to find solutions, like a more sensory experience. If they eating something good food, so they draw the art, or to giving the local people to using that's kind of the idea to the internet or SNS. But in the other hand, Taiwanese students are not too much thinking about the residents, the local people life, how they living in the Badozu, or also the community tied. They are not so interesting about it. In Japanese students, they're always thinking about the social program. That's why Japanese students are really difficult faced in the field. Taiwanese students are always smiling in the field, but in Japan, Japanese students, they are too much thinking about the social issues. So considering, and also they are more thinking about voting system for the organization or communities, also the development of public services. So that's why our program is more based on the community learning. So our students are more focused on social issues, or depopulation or aging rate is rising. But on the other hand, nothing to giving the community to visualize the solution. They cannot do anything. They can explain about the situation, but it's not giving the solution. I think we need to understand the student perspective is different, I think. This is very important to exchange the student to the Taiwan and Japan, the different chances in the program. So the conclusion is understanding the character of the regional revitalizing education in Taiwan, Japan. So we're doing same different chances in the program, but in Taiwan and Japan, I think it's different. So we should understand the differences. I mean, like, not which one is good or bad, or worse or better. I think we should more understand, or especially the teacher need to understand the differences of the Taiwanese program and Japanese program, I think. The second one, we need to finding some method to the student ability change. I just showing this, the figure is just student self ability change. So we need to, or we can collaborate research with the Taiwan, Japan, how student ability is changing or improving. So finally, I'm thinking that we believe in that building a trust, making trust with the community is most important to continuing different chances in the program, I think, or USR, I think. So during the student exchange, how we can make in the trust with local community, with university, we need to think more about the trust things. And finally, the evaluation for the social impact. That we accepting Taiwanese students. This year, we accepting 20 students from Taiwan. It's so a lot. It's Haiyan Dashi and Kaohsiung Kuji Dashi and other 3 universities coming to Kochi. So we accepting Taiwanese students, or community accepting like a Kochi University student. So what we can do for the communities, or how we can change the communities. So we need to evaluate the social impact, not only the student ability change. So I want to continue to accepting or sending our students to this international exchange. So we try to find this kind of method, and also we want to building a good trust between Taiwan and Japan, also university with community. So we have finally, I have a TJ Alliance newsletter, so you can check, I cannot explain everything, so you can check the ability change and our student exchange. So thank you very much, 谢谢。
好，刚刚赤子教授有秀了一个这个五边形，红色的五边形跟蓝色的五边形那个图哈。那个图他当初几年前到我们学校来做的时候，我也请他帮忙做台湾的学生。他刚刚有分享啊，我们台湾的学生那个蓝色的就跟红色的贴在一起啊，一开始就这么高，所以台湾的同学啊，我个人觉得这个文化的背景不一样。日本的文化是比较严谨的哈，讲不好听，比较古毛哈，不要翻译哈，那我们台湾的学生就比较自我感觉良好，所以一调查红色的线就是几乎快要满分了，讲错了，蓝色的线就几乎就已经满分了，所以红色已经没有什么可以进步的地方。这是很大的文化差异我们再次谢谢赤子老师。那下一位，好，下一位是信州大学的林俊仁副校长林副校长他蛮特别的哈，在台日联盟里面，我印象很深的就是因为在台日联盟4个日本学校里面，他的级职是最高的，但是他都副校长哈，但是他都亲力亲为，他今年好像也会到我们台湾来讲学那他在日本在信州大学做日本地方创生也做了很多年他同时也是我们台日联盟信州大学的营运委员会的委员今天他要跟我们分享的题目是透过国际学术交流建构区域振兴的可持续生态系统Let's welcome Vice President Hayashi, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yasuto Hayashi from Shinshu University, Japan. Nice to meet you. Oh, excuse me, wait a minute. So, Professor Kaike speaks very fluently in English presentation, but I'm not so good at English. So I use this cutting paper. Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me today. It is truly an honorable for us. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to attend the 100th anniversary celebration of the opening of the Kirun port, and also visited the night market. So crowded. I didn't buy anything. But the atmosphere was full of energy, and it made me feel excited about the continued development of this area. So now, I would like to talk about some of the initiatives we are working on. Today, Professor Kaike presented about the student exchange program, but I'll show about collaborate in professors' research. Wow. So, sorry, where is? Okay. At first, my profile. Let me begin with a brief self-introduction. My name is Yasuto Hayashi, but my name is like a Chinese name, so some Taiwanese friends call me Lin. Yeah, so please call me Lin. Yeah. So my expertise is cancer informatics. It's like psychology. So I'd like to know about human emotion and thinking. And I exchanged to the program the human activities. So a representative example of this is branding. Recently, so I have been working on the rebranding of Japanese tea. So that's why during this visit, I've also been exploring the various tea shops here in Taiwan. It's very curious. So I want to go, okay, sorry. So our regions, for you, whom I am meeting for the first time today. So I'd like to briefly introduce our regions. Our region names Nagano Prefecture, but sometimes we call it Shinshu. It is an old name. So our university is, and our university is the only national university that carries this historical name. So one of the characteristics of Nagano Prefecture is that it is a located island and does not have access to the sea. So we don't have sea. Yeah. So the sea is very exciting. Sea view is very exciting. So it is one of the highest places in Japan, and it is so many snows in winter. So if you'd like to do skis or snowboard, please come to our prefectures. So and Nagano Prefecture, it is located about 13 kilometers away from Tokyo. And the population is around 2 million. But it is have same in Kochi, but our prefecture has been declining since the year 2000. Okay, and next, our university's prefectures. Our prefecture is started 1990. It's the origin of our high school, old style high school. This is 106 years since then. And we have about 11,000 students. Maybe it is a medium-sized national university in Japan. So the next feature, okay, sorry, and the below, see belows. About 40% of students remain in Nagano Prefecture after graduation, compared to 20% who are from the another local area. So this is one of evidence of regional revitalization that we have achieved in increasing the attractiveness of this area. And second, second. So our university is evaluated as the #1 ranked university in promoting regional revitalization and USR. We have many partnerships, agreements with local governments, enterprises, and universities to solve social problems and produce new values. Especially the decreasing population enhances the needs of research for health population, longevity, and frailty. And recently, we have been using our rich water resources to focus more on water research. We are developing new methods and new materials to clean water and working on better use of water resources and global water problems. Okay. So the key features of our initiatives on USR and regional revitalization. So the significance of regional revitalization, we think. Let me explain the background of the regional revitalization in Japan. A big point is how population growth has helped shaping our society. GDP is often used as an indicator of economic growth, and it has been closely tied to increase in population. But while the current global population is approximately 8.2 billion, but it is projected to peak around 10.3 billion in the 2080s. So in fact, the growth rate has already begun to slow. So the era of quantity-driven growth is nearly over. We must now consider new values for growth and how to ensure the sustainability of our societies. So we think in large cities, it is difficult to initiate immediate structural change. But however, in local regions with more limited population, it may be easier to shift toward a new or quality-based economy. That is why I think local universities have a special strength when building a new kind of society, more than big city universities. Okay. So this slide shows revitalizing strategies of our universities. It is very, very important, we think, red character, transforming minds and abilities for human development. So the first point is to stop the population from the going down and to make the quality of life better. To do this, it is important to increase the number of people who love their hometowns and feel proud of them. We think people who are deeply connected to the area is part of the real population. It doesn't matter when it doesn't matter when they live. So we are training people who can use local resources and places to create new value and business. We especially want to support young people, like students who want to take on new challenges. To promote this, we have programs. To promote this, we have programs like the COC project, you know, and the cross-faculty programs and fund. So second, green area. So the create systems that are building new value by working across different organizations. For example, we want to connect university with other universities in Japan and with industries and work together beyond local areas. And our goal is to help problem solving, not only in each region, but also across Japan and even around the world. The third, orange area. So to change systems that were made for quantity-based growth, we are looking for new ways of working style, and we also want to think about how AI can be used, like human talent, to support our work. It's our focus point, especially for working adults. Learning new technologies and changing old ways of thinking are very important. We are working on this as part of a new lifelong learning and corporate innovation program. So it is a major in Taiwan as a executive EMB. EMBA. Sorry. Okay. So it's not a major in Japan. So, but like our program is like similar to the EMBA. So our strategy and our agenda, we create agenda for the next 100 years. So now I would like to share some of the past activities again. So first, I will take about how we set key questions for regional revitalization. The next Ministry of Education, the programs, Center of Community, started in 2013. In this program, we first made an agreement between the university and local government to work together on setting important issues. Based on this agreement, we conducted a survey of 3,000 local residents. We used the data to identify problems together with the local government and held discussion with citizens about how to solve them. As a result, we set 6 issues. And one key issue, it is career development and job creation, shown in the figure on the right side. It's our agenda. And at Shinshu University, we focused on the 2 main targets for developing local leaders. For each target, we have a clear vision of the kind of people we want to develop. The first is lifelong well-being learning for adults. It's indicated in the challenge 1. In Japan, we call it recurrent learning. So other side, challenge 2, learning entrepreneurship. For selected students, we offer a special sub-major program with intensive training to assist them become entrepreneurs. Sorry, this slide. Okay. So this slide shows the learning steps. The left side is for students. The right side is for the working adult and the local citizens. So the basement is a green. So it's for all people. The first level is foundation. It is about basic awareness and knowledge we want to share with everyone. But not everyone will move forward to change in the same way. So So for these who, second level, for those who become more aware, we give more chance to learn about with companies and take small actions. Yeah, second level is yellow. The third level is for people who want to try to something. We offer a chance to join our projects with companies and take small actions. The fourth level is for those who become active leaders. Then they work on real changes in the community or with local businesses with us. Sorry. Oh. So this slide shows the first local human resource development program we started in 2013. After setting the key issues, we first worked on developing core local leaders who can play an important role in the communities. So this is because for students to run in local areas, there need to be local people who can support and coordinate their activities. And it is also important to show good role models to inspire both students and the community. So through the 4-year COC program, we have collaborated 120 local professionals and cultivate 1,800 partners who can, 1,800 partners who can work with us. And this slide for the students, developing leaders from top 1% of students. Based upon our experience in developing local talent, we started a new program to train the top 1% of students at our university. This is a university-wide cross-departmental program, set up as selected minor course, as a minor course. But not everyone can join this program. Our students who complete the startup course and show strong skills and motivation accepted. So this program in general, entrepreneurship development program. So this is a course set. So first 3 courses, cultivating change makers. So we cultivate the skills to generate high quality data and apply okay. Oh, I mistake. So, sorry, reset. Yeah. So this is the first 3 courses based on my experience in developing local talent. Yeah. Sorry. Oh. Okay. So skip the slide. Sorry. So not so much time. Yeah. This is a second stage program. We cultivate the skills to generate high quality data and apply AI to real world problem solving, paving the way next generation research and innovation. This is a new course. So today's main theme of building an ecosystem for regional revitalization. So about Shinshu ESD Consortium. This consortium is a regional platform based in Nagano Prefecture, Japan. So focused on promoting and advancing education for sustainable development. So in Nagano Prefecture, there are many areas recognized as UNESCO biosphere reserves. So we actively use these resources for students' education and other learning activities. So these are the samples of our activities in ESD consortiums. Each elementary school, junior high school students engage in their local areas and make a solution for the regional revitalization of a problem in the regions. The left side photo is okay. The left side photo is a project where students measure the difference in photosynthesis among plants to think about more efficient planting. And the center photo shows a project to prevent bamboo overgrowth in Japan. Bamboo is so many bamboos. By using bamboo shoots as food in the local community. The right side is the photo shown in the video shortly. So, okay, start. So, this is about the protection of a butterfly called, This is about the protection of a butterfly called the Oruri shijimi in Japan. So large blue butterfly. So it is now listed in the rate data book. It used to be seen across Japan, but today it can only be found in Nagano Prefecture. So in this project, students learn about the butterfly and grow its food plants at school, then plant them in a vineyard. So this helps protect the butterflies' habitat and also adds new value to the vineyard. So our university helps these activities. But only in Japanese, sorry. So you got from the images about our activities. Yeah. So, okay, next slide. Oh, okay. So, and other activities normalize wheelchair basketball. So, these activities is for oh, not sorry. Activity for not ESG. Wow, I forgot the word. Oh, okay. So I'll explain this only this slide. So first, the students experience the difference between regular wheelchair and shorts. But I can't skip the slide. Oh, it's there are no computers, so I can't operate. Sorry. So this activity is so normalized while basketball. The first, the students experience the difference between regular wheelchair and sports wheelchair. Then they tried to bring the wheelchair basketball together with junior high school students. So through this experiment, we asked the students which other parasports they would like to try. Then we found that there is a potential to offer more parasports experience in the futures. And these programs made by our university students, they are Department of Education. So, but this slide, this movie, also made by Japanese, on Japanese. So please get the image from the movies and the characters. Okay. So this the feature of this program, their activities is supported by our fund. Our original fund, they got the, they got the 10,000 yen support from universities. So, okay, next slide. It's time. Okay. So, we are now working to share our ESD or, SDGs. I forgot SDGs. Wow, terrible. Sorry. So, and SDGs activities with the world. Nagano Prefecture is very large. So, it's hard of everyone to gather in one place. So, that's why we hold these partners, the presentations online. On the other hand, we use this as an opportunity and started international sessions about 2 years ago. And maybe 20 over elementary school or junior high school or high school gathers online. So we have now we have shared our activities with countries in Asia and Africa. So last year, a professor from National Pintan University in Taiwan also joined us as a commentator. Now, these connections have grown, and this year, National Pintan University planned a similar symposium in Taiwan. So, Shinshu University and others from Japan joined the event and shared their activities and had a valuable chance to discuss future collaborations. So with National Pinto University, we not only signed an MOU, but we also hope to strengthen our collaboration as members of TJA in the future. Last, research-based collaboration. So I have just introduced the activities of the UST Consortium and talked about how we share results and experience through our global network. Because of these experiences, I have recently become more interested in international comparative research. So by comparing, we can better understand the background and ideas behind each activity. And running through exchange and personal experience is also very important. But I have come to feel that doing research is important for understanding more deeply and expressing things more clearly. So this was the fieldwork that inspired me. Excuse me. So we, the National Pinto University's professor and National Taichung Education University from our prefecture, and we go to the small-scale schools in Nagano. Now we visit a small school in Nagano Prefecture with professors from National Pinto University, and the Taichung Universities of Education. So they were interested in how elementary and junior high schools are managed in rural and mountainous areas of Japan. The school we visit, Onogawa Elementary and Junior High School, has about 30 students in total. So they have some unique efforts, such as sharing teacher. So the paper shows 3 elementary, junior high school. So they have some unique efforts, such as sharing teachers and holding events together with other 2 schools, and a system to accept students from the Tokyo metropolitan areas. Some children who have difficulty adjusting to large schools in big cities can try studying at this school. And if they like it, they may choose to stay forever. So they also have many students, and they also have many students from international backgrounds, and creating a diverse learning environment. So they treat being in a small schools not as a disadvantages, but as a strength. It allows them to create a personalized learning environment for each student. So when I walked through the school, I saw that the classroom and facilities were spacious, very, very large spaces. Now, I even thought I'd like my own child to study there. So, and I was also surprised that the school has its own indoor heated swimming pool, very big pool. I'm very surprised. So, compared to regular schools, more resources and costs are spent per student, which is a unique feature. And we also discussed this point with our deputy mayor, our city's deputy mayor, and supervisor of education. So they explained that this is also experiment to see if such effort can promote migration or population movement within region. In Japan, public elementary and junior high school are part of compulsory education. So creating differences between schools is usually avoided. However, due to population decline, they believe it's important to intentionally create unique features and offer more choices to keep school running in each area. It is important for faculty members to carefully collect and build up comparative research on such policies. It's also important to use that research as a learning resource for students. Okay, a discussion on higher education and career. On the next day, we spent the whole day meeting with different departments at our university. We exchanged ideas about career programs for students programs for working adults every day, a whole day. It was a full day, so everyone was very, very exhausted. But we realized again that building up faculty research is very important for improving programs of both sides and for enhancing the quality of student learning. Okay, the time is almost up. Last slide. So to build ecosystem for regional revitalization, finally, I would like to talk about building a learning ecosystem. So no matter how good an activity is, we need certain things to keep it going. Those things are people and funding. Yeah. So we are also working to build sustainable system to support both. First, we made a support program and a support system for students voluntary USR. These are the fundings. When students want to take on challenges in the community, they often need supplies or travel expenses. So we have created a system where different organizations can support students with funding that fits their specific goals. For example, the left side is the local government has started to provide funding support, and it's very good, the important point. The fund is supported from our graduate. And the right side, the project of the project on the far. Oh, it's a mistake. This is our university's fund that made from the donation to our universities. So until now, most financial support focused on students with economic difficulties, but we believe it's also important to fund students' challenges and ambitions. So we created this new system. So last slides. So it's time over. So proposal for next system to promote USR. So to promote sustainable regional revitalization and USR activities, I have talked about the funding and the management structures. So finally, I would like to talk about people. So specifically, we believe it is important to deepen our commitment to the education of elementary or junior high school and high school students, not just university students or adults. This will allow for seamless human resources development and help build an ecosystem that supports and sustains active community members. it indicates these figures. So we would be very happy to collaborate. Committee members. So we would happy to collaborate with you on these efforts. Oh, sorry, it's all. Thank you so much.
好，谢谢这个林副校长哈，大家有看到这个其实 support 啊，要让这个 program 能够继续下去，需要多方面的 support 啊。我相信每个大学都有，除了教育部给的这个计划的经费以外，自己学校端应该也会对你们的同学或者是老师有一些 support 啊。像就海大来讲。因为我们校长是很支持这个 USR 计划，所以在海大端，我们的这个配合款，还有学校给老师的 support 和另外给学生的 support 都蛮多的。刚刚林副校长一开始前面有讲到一个最近很夯的用 AI 哈。后来我坐在下面听，我们不是有很多 PBL 的那个课吗？给学生 Problem Based Learning PBL， 我就想到我们叫学生去思考啊，然后把答案 solution 找出来。其实好像 AI 好像就可以帮我们做了，因为我自己也用过蛮厉害的，他跑出来的答案比我想的还要更广更多。所以这个是也伤脑筋了哈，所以以后我们带学生出去，我们不是都分组吗？让同学分组，然后他们要去 problem solving 嘛他通通给你 AI， 这也是一个问题给大家思考啊，看将来要怎么样带这些学生。好，我们再次谢谢今天上午的这4位，你可以我们再谢谢这4位讲员给大家的分享因为没有 Q&A 那在结束之前，我们请这个文宏教授再帮我们介绍一下广告时间。
是，因为刚才看到那个时间已经结束了所以最后一页工商时间没讲，但是趁现在耽误大家2分钟吃饭时间那我们在今年的10月22号到23号的部分，会办理这个海洋挑战跨域解放的国际研讨会。那第一天的部分呢，是针对了气候变迁对我们台湾海洋的一些影响。那我们不管是大学、社会，或者是各界的对这个气候变迁的一些回应，找出解方的部分那第二天是跟大家比较有关，就是我们的 USR 计划。那我们跟欧盟的这个永续高教研究的机构共同来举办。那这个部分呢，就会来针对我们台湾的 USR 部分来做一些研讨，然后也跟各国来做一些讨论那在这个部分为什么特别要讲这件事情呢？就因为我们在跟这个德国，尤其是这个组织的领导人在讨论的时候，他们特别称赞我们台湾的那个 USR 发展特别好，所以呢，他们也很期待跟我们做一些合作，所以也特别邀请大家一起来做这样的发表。那文章的部分呢，如果会择优的在3卷的国际期刊里面，包括 International Journal Sustainability in Higher Education、Marine Policy and Ocean Society 3个 journal 里面就会收录。那前2个期刊是10%的 SSHI 的期刊，所以这个部分也请大家来踊跃的给我们赐稿。然后最重要的部分就是可以让大家聚在一起，共同的做一些交流。那为什么特别在这个场合讲呢？因为这个计划这个研讨会呢，我们的海大也是主办单位所以特别感谢海大对我们的支持然后跟我们跟永续高教组织一起来合办。那当然最重要的是我们推动中心的一些指导，让我们的整个的 USR 部分可以被世界看见。好，以上报告，谢谢大家。
好，谢谢。接下来是我们中午休息时间。 1点半我们有4个不同的场次，请大家在1点半的时候回到你自己的 SIG 的场次。好，谢谢各位。
感谢今日会议的主持人和发表人的精彩发表，上午场的专题演讲到此圆满结束。再次感谢各位贵宾的参与，下午场有分场次，请详见活动手册。欢迎各位贵宾移驾至第1餐厅2楼，享用美味的午餐。大会提醒您，离开会场时，请不要忘了您的随身物品。想重温简报内容，可在直播回放中观看。祝您有个美好的一天，再会。Thank you to all of today's session chair and presenters for their wonderful contributions. The afternoon session will be held in parallel and details can be found in the event handbook. We now invite you to proceed to the second floor of the first cafeteria to enjoy a delicious lunch. As a friendly reminder, please do not forget to take your personal belongings with you when you leave the venue. We wish you a wonderful day. See you next time.